Hi, this is Brian Van from Sport Bike Track Gear, sportbiketrackgear.com. I am still here with Professor Fish from Moto Nation. We are continuing our Spidi apparel video review series, and as you can see, we've moved on to what for us is really the meat and potatoes. The reason my man is here from California, one-piece road race suits. We probably sell more one-piece road race suits than anyone in the country at this point, and we have brought the Spidi line on about 2 months ago, and this is our first real introduction to it. I do intend to do some riding in it as well. I will confess, first time I've ever had a Spidi on. Let me give you my initial impressions. Wow. I'm shocked. I've had on just about everything. I've crashed in almost everything you can imagine. I don't condone that, by the way. This thing feels great. The braking on this suit, there would be zero for me. I'm 5 feet 11 inches tall, 205 pounds, fairly athletic build, depending on how many ho-hos, you know. It fits really, really well. There's just a tickle extra room in it, but all the armor is held in well. It doesn't feel like it'd migrate if I fell. Once again, size 56 GP Wind Pro. That's a European sizing. I'm going to try a 54 on one of the other models, but I got a first instinct is this is the one for me. And the reason is the mobility. I usually have a problem here in the arms. My arms are a little bigger than normal. I work out a bit. Normally when I go like this with a brand new suit, it gets all bindy here and it's horrible. Biomechanical armor, just like in the R-Course jacket. This comes in all the road race suits. I know Eric's already panning in here. Look at that hinge, and then the upper portion of the elbow armor. Hard plastic GP on the outside, all the energy absorbing foam on the inside, and we have little cutouts. They come installed, and as I continue to pop these out all day long, tear it out, whoop, discard it. No, that's not a vent, but what it allows to happen, all the heat that would normally get trapped between your elbow or your arm and this protector, now it can escape. It's a dramatic cooling effect. It's different than having airflow on you, but it's equally as effective. I can literally feel all that work when I do that. I like it. I like it a lot because that's a problem area for me a lot of times. That's the elbow armor. Shoulder armor. Once again, biomechanical. Pop the little pieces out, same cooling effect. This is all done by Spidi, these two pieces of armor here. And if a company's going to put that kind of effort on something that you don't even see, something that's inside the suit, just imagine what they'll do with the rest of the garment. I can feel the way that stuff works. It is so non-restrictive. And inside the suit right now, I have on a full coverage Knox chest protector and a full coverage Knox contour back guard. Give you a nice 360 here. It feels perfect. I'm going to give you an idea of how big this chest guard is. This is something that a lot of folks are taking advantage of now, and some guys have trouble getting them in the suit. That's how big that is. Fit in there perfect, zero restriction, and the armor in this suit and the stretch panels has a lot to do with why this works so well, because believe me, this isn't the first suit I've had this in. What do you got for me? There's my initial impressions. What do you got for me? What haven't I shared with the viewing audience yet?
Well, if we're going to continue with the motif of armor, what you have is in the knee and shin armor. If you want to grab that,
I do.
What you have is you have 8 centimeters of vertical adjustability. Since we're not all built the same,
heavy duty too. This is something that's not going to fail on you.
But basically what you can do is you can actually move the knee and shin armor up and down
8 centimeters.
8 centimeters.
And notice inside the suit too, there's like armor that's sewn inside the suit.
Correct.
Plus this piece. This piece is made by a company called BTAC. Doesn't look that it was made by Spidi. Nevertheless, I'm familiar with BTAC. They make great stuff. You can see the Velcro attachment at the knee cup and the shin area. I really like the way that's sewn in there. Truth be told, on this suit, I knew it did that because I adjusted it before I put it on. It makes a humongous difference when you're able to move things like that around. 1.2 millimeter top grain Italian leather.
Correct.
Perforated, this is the GP Wind Pro, perforated completely in the torso, legs, arms. We've got the shoulder Keprotect stretch here, 4-way stretch.
Correct.
It's in the arms, the armpit area, behind the knees. The shoulder is the benchmark for stretch in performance and abrasion resistance. It's, I would say, probably the best one in the industry.
Correct.
No shock that Spidi's putting it in the suits and the jackets for sure. One of the most unique features with this suit is the speed hump. I'm going to turn around. Rob's going to help us with this.
Basically what you have inside, it's a full-size streamlined speed hump. Inside what you have is you have a hydroback capability. So what inside here, this is actually all insulation foam, holds a half a liter of water, and it basically, zip it up, will actually go through a little mounting strap here, and when not in use you can just plug the mouthpiece into the little holder right there, no problem. At the same time, remember that the top of the speed hump is actually perforated as well. It's got vents in it. And so if you decide to, let's say, not run the actual hydroback system.
Air conditioner, baby.
Exactly. Evacuating heat off of the spine. Lets it get out. Makes it, that much more comfortable to be wearing. Also, if you go ahead and turn around what you have when we were talking about shoulders, you'll notice here, very extensive use of stretch panel, accordion-like. It's all about mobility. You have that fully in the shoulders as well as in the lumbar and of course on the top of the knees. Also for added comfort, what you have, still on the back of the neck.
Yeah, the big neoprene collar.
It's neoprene, it's wetsuit material. You'll find that on the cuff as well as around the ankle.
And you can feel it. I should say, you can't feel it. And it's very, very, very comfortable. Without a question. Something else that I noticed, because I'm into the armor, we're into the protection, that's what we're all about here.
You bet.
The hip armor in this suit, I normally wear a pair of Bond Adventure shorts, padded shorts underneath every suit, because I found most every suit is inadequate in the hip area specifically. Very nice. About on par with what I've seen with what I thought was the best one was the race replica suit from Alpine Star, much more expensive. Excellent hip armor.
You bet.
Excellent tailbone pad. Got a pad just like that, over here kind of on the back of the arm. It's, once again, that's a vulnerable spot. I believe they've really paid a lot of attention to the detail. The 1.2 millimeter top grain Italian cowhide, it's pretty impressive. It looks great, it feels great, it moves great. The way the suit is put together, I'm impressed. I'm in, and I will definitely ride Spidi this year. There's no doubt about it. I've got full confidence in it. They've got double layer everywhere they need to, safety stitch. The armor is so impressive. So impressive. That biomechanical armor, that's really out of the box. They remind me a bit of one of our favorite armor companies, Knox. Everybody knows that comes to our store or visits us online. We really love the Knox product. Knox's stuff is really different like that. They don't just make a quick piece of foam and call it a piece of armor. They think out of the box. They think about how it needs to move on your body and how it needs to protect you. And there's a lot of R&D that went into that shoulder and that elbow armor.
Definitely.
I'm very impressed, and the cool part is when it's in the suit, you can feel it. It makes a big difference. Mobility helps you to control the motorcycle better for sure because you're not distracted by the fit of the suit. Once again, 5 feet 11 inches tall, 205 pounds, fairly athletically built, full complement of armor underneath this suit. You saw the earlier shots when I had it on, size 56. I'm going to try another model in a 54. Be a little snugger, but I think this is probably the one for me, especially if you're doing track days. You want it to feel good and comfortable. The GP Win Pro from Spidi. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
More to come.